Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Topic 5, Lesson 2. What is the lesson? How can we solve a system of linear equations by graphing? So this is our main objective. Before I start the lesson, quickly let's discuss the steps that we will follow to graph any of the linear equation on the graph paper. So first of all, we have to write the equation in the standard form. What is the standard form of the equation? That y has to be on its own, and on the other side we will write a constant number. This constant number is called the y-intercept. That means it gives us a point on the y line. Okay, and this number is the coefficient of x is the slope of the line, and for this one we change it into a fraction so that we can have rise over a run. So let me explain you these steps with the help of this example. I have been given a linear equation y equals 2 over 3x minus 1. Now, as I told you that this is the y-intercept. Y-intercept means that the coordinate, I have to find where is 0, negative 1 on this graph. The easiest way is just find where is this negative 1 on the y line. So it's here. Let me choose a different color. So it's here, this one, right? After, you can see that this is my starting point. From this point, I will follow the slope. What does the slope say? It says, if this number is a positive number, that means you have to go 2 steps up, and if this number is positive, that means you have to go 3 steps to the right. In case these numbers will be, or any of these number will be negative, that means if the numerator will be negative, that will show that you have to go down. If this one will be negative, that means you have to go to the left. Clear? Okay, right now it says 2 up, 3 right. So from this one, I'll count 2 up, let's say 1, 2, and then I will go 3 right. It will give me this point. Again, I will go 2 up and 3 right to have another point. Let's say if I want to go to get the points on the opposite side of the starting point, I will flip, you can say each sign. So 2 will turn into negative 2 and 3 will turn into negative 3. That means 2 down, 3 left. Means I have to go opposite to this one. First I was saying 2 up. If I want to go to the opposite side of this point, I will say 2 down. When I was going upward, I said 3 right. Now I will say 3 left. Clear? So by depending on the question or the size of the graph paper, you can flip these signs. But remember, the numerator, if you change the sign of the numerator, you have to change the sign of the denominator as well. Okay, after getting 3 or 4 points, you will join all those points with the ruler, and it will give you a line on the graph paper. This is how do we draw a line or an equation on the graph paper using the slope-intercept form. Now in our questions, we will be given, because we are dealing with a system of linear equations, so in each question I will be given 2 lines. As you can see here, I have drawn both the lines on the graph paper. I got green line and I got a purple line. If the 2 lines will become intersecting lines, then this point where the 2 lines will intersect will give me the solution of the system of the linear equations. In case I will have 2 overlapping lines, means I have drawn one line, and when I will draw the second line, they will overlap each other. In this case, we will have infinitely many solutions, because there will be many points that will be common in both the lines. The third case is, if I will draw both the lines on the graph paper, I will get 2 parallel lines. Having 2 parallel lines means that they are not intersecting each other and I don't have any common point. Clear? So in that case, we will say that the lines are parallel, so there is no solution. Let me give you an example now. So here is an example. Let's solve it. First, I will check my equations, that are they in the standard form? Are they in the slope-intercept form? What is the slope-intercept form? I will solve the first one with the blue color and the second one, let's say, with the red color. Okay, so let's focus on the first one. It says 5x plus y equals negative 3. So what is the slope intercept form? In the slope intercept form, we have y on its own, and then we have to move this 5 to the other side, so it will change into negative 5x, and already I have negative 3 over here. So this is the y-intercept, and this one is the slope m. So I can say m equals negative 5 over 1. I will write it as a fraction. Now what do I have to do? First I will find where is negative 3 on the y line. So negative 3 will be, this is negative 1, this is negative 2, so negative 3 will be here on the y line. Or you can say I have to find where is 0, negative 3. So 0, negative 3 will be here. This is my first point. After that, can I write this one as 5 over negative 1, because it does not make any difference. Okay, so how we will plot the second point now? It says 5 because this is positive, so it will be up, and this is negative, that means it will be left. So from this point, let me choose the blue color. So from this point I have to go 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up and 1 left. So I'll get this point and I will join. Okay, again if you want to get another point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, 1 left, right? Okay, and I got the 3 points. I will join them with the ruler. So let's join them and draw a line over there. So here is the line. Now let's focus on the second equation. It says 10x plus 2y equals negative 6. Now what do we have to do? Just again we have to follow the same steps to get the slope intercept form. So we will keep 2y over here and we will move this to the other side, so it will change into negative 10x minus 6. And now because still y is not on its own, so I have to divide each term by 2. So this 2 is going to cancel this one, so y equals negative 5x and minus 3. So this is the y-intercept, this is the y-intercept and this is the slope, same y-intercept, everything is the same, right? That means if I will plot it, if I will plot the other line, it will give me the same points like negative 3, 5 up, 1 left, 5 up, 1 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5 up, 1 left. And if you will draw another line, let me draw it with the red color. So it's here. Now clearly you can see that both the lines, they are overlapping each other. Here is the blue line, here is the red line. This shows that how we will write our answer. Both the lines are overlapping. Whenever the lines are overlapping, we say that there are infinitely many solutions, right? Infinitely many solutions. Okay, now let's start the questions from the lesson. Here is question number 4 from the lesson, and clearly you can see both the equations are already in the standard form. So if I go the first equation with the blue color, it says y equals negative 3x negative 5. So this is the y-intercept and this is the value of m, right? Okay, so if the value of m, you will write it in the form of a fraction. So it will be actually negative 3 over 1. So depending on my graph, because look at this, negative 5 will be somewhere over here. So I want to, because if I want to go downward, there is no space. I want to go upward. That means the numerator, I will keep it positive, and this negative sign, I'll put it with the denominator. That means I have to go here upward 3 steps up, and for this one I have to go to the left, right? So from here 1, 2, 3 steps up, 1 left, I will reach over here. Then 1, 2, 3 up and then 1 left, it will give me this point, right? Now better pause the video here because I have done join these points. It will give you the first line. Then I want you to draw the second line with the red color and check what is the solution set, or are the lines parallel or are the lines overlapping. So check it on your own. So here is the solution for, because look, you can see that the red line and the blue lines, they are intersecting each other at this point. The point is negative 1 because this is negative 1 and this is negative 2. So the solution set for these for this system of linear equations will be negative 1 and negative 2. By the way, in the end, If you want to check that is your answer right or wrong, you can plug in these values into these equations, right? You can replace y by -2, and you can replace x, like here y can be replaced by -2, and here x can be replaced by -1. If the left hand side and the right hand side will become equal, that means your answer is correct. This is check, if you want to check your answer. So let's solve one more question from the lesson. It says y equals -4x plus 3. So this one, the first equation that we, as I'm telling you that we will solve it always with the blue color, it's already in the standard form. So we have y equals -4x plus 3. That means this is going to be the y-intercept, and this is going to be the value of the slope m. So m equals, now +3 will be somewhere over here, right? So I want to go down, so I will make it -4 over 1. So I will make it -4 over 1 like this, so that this one will tell me to go down and this one will say go to the right. Okay, so depending on the size of the graph, you can decide that this negative sign has to go in the numerator or in the denominator. So then for the second equation, if you look at the second equation, we have 8x plus 2y equals 8. So let's move this 8x to the other side. So we will have 2x. This 8x will change into -8x. So we will have -8x plus 8. Now because still it's not in the standard form, so we will divide each term by 2, and this 2 is going to cancel this 2. So we will have y equals -8 divided by 2 will be -4x, and 8 divided by 2 will be 4. Okay, now again this is the value of the, by the way, again I think we have a little bit different. Okay, the slopes are the same. That means okay, draw it on your own. So this is the y-intercept, and what is the slope here? It's +4, and I want to go down. So again I will keep, this is the slope m. So it's -4 over 1. That means this one will be down and this one will be right. Now I want you to pause the video here and draw these lines on the graph paper and check what is the answer. So when I drew the lines, I can see that both the lines are becoming parallel to each other. So that's why we can say the lines are parallel and there is no solution. Let's solve question number 8 now. Better pause the video here, solve all of it on your own, and then play the video to check your answer. I want you to do again with two colors, this one with the blue and this one with the red. Okay, and then play the video to check your answers. So here is the answer for question number 8. When I was solving these equations to change them into standard form, just I want to mention this thing, that whenever you are dividing both sides by a negative number, be very careful to write the next step, because here look at this, -3 will cancel -3, so it will be y. Okay, what about -2 divided by -3? 2 over 3, it's already in the simplest form, so keep this fraction as 2 over 3, and here negative and negative will change into positive. So this 2 over 3 will become positive. But when I look at the third term, it's +6 and I'm dividing it by -3. So positive and negative will turn into negative, and 6 divided by 3 will be 2. Clear? And same is the case with the second equation. I divided here by -6. So look at this here, -6 is going to cancel this -6, because -6 divided by -6 will be 1. So it's y. Here negative and this negative will turn into positive, and 4 over 6, if I write it simplest form, it becomes 2 over 3. And here positive 12 over -6 will give us -2. And then again when I drew the lines here, they were becoming overlapping lines. Overlapping lines means because I made one of the line a little bit longer, the blue one, and the red one a little bit shorter, so you can see that they are becoming they are overlapping each other. So we will say that there are infinitely many solutions. Let's solve one more question. I want you to pause the video here, solve it on your own, and then play the video to check your answers. Here is the answer for both the here are the lines for both the lines for both the equations. The first one, it was becoming, here it's all done with the blue color. You can see this was the equation. We have the y-intercept 2. So from the 2, it was saying 1 down to right. So 1 down to right, I made blue line and then I made the red line by following the same steps. So I found that the two lines are becoming parallel to each other. So whenever the lines are parallel, that means there is no solution. Let's solve one more question from the lesson. This is very simple question. It says, what is the solution of the system of equations? So if whenever the lines are intersecting, that means the point where the two lines are intersecting each other is actually the solution of that system of equations. So let's see what are the coordinates of this point. So here this one is 2, so this one is 3. So if you check this one, it's becoming between 2 and 3. So the value of x is between 2 and 3. That means it's 2.5. What is the value of y? If you go to this side to check what is the y coordinate, so it is -3. So we can say that the solution set for this for these equations is 2.5. The x coordinate is positive and the y coordinate is negative, and it's -3. Okay, I have a challenge question here for you. I want you to pause the video here and write the answer of A part here, and then try to draw this one on the graph paper and get what will be the equation that they want you to find. Let's see, can you solve this question on your own? So here is the solution for the challenge question. The first A part was very simple because they just want to know that use the diagram to solve the simultaneous equations. It means already the lines are drawn over there. What will be the solution for this? So where the lines intersect, that point gives us the solution of the system of the linear equation. So the coordinates for this point are, the value of x is, as you can see, it's 2, and the value of y, it's 3. So the x value is 2 and the y value is 3. By the way, if you want to check that have you found the answer correctly, you can plug in these values of x and y into these equations. If the left hand side and the right hand sides will become equal, that means your answer is correct. Now for the second equation, they want you to find another straight line that will be parallel to this one. So whenever a straight line is parallel to another straight line, they have the same value of the slope, or you can say the gradient. So in this case, the value of the gradient is 1/2. It means that the value of m is 1/2. So this is the standard form of the equation, y is equal to mx plus b. So I got the value of the m, that is 1/2. From where can I get the y-intercept? So remember, the y-intercept, it's like here, the line that is already given, its y-intercept is 2. That means the coordinates for the point are 0 and 2. And for the new line, the coordinates are 0, 4. That means that point will be here, 0, 4. So the value of the y-intercept will become 4. If I plug in these values into this standard form, it will give me the new equation. So y equals, the value of m is here 1/2x, and the value of b here is 4. So that's why the new equation will become y equals half x plus 4. Clear? So this will be the new equation. Let's say you want to check it. By the way, you will write the answer over here, because this question I have taken from the IGCSE exam papers. So you will write the answer here, and it's of 2 marks. Okay. If you want to check your answer, you can draw this equation over here on the graph paper, and clearly you can see this is the new line and this is the one that was already on the graph, and these two lines are becoming parallel to each other. This is a kind of check. That's all for this video. Hope you understand the lesson and all the concepts.